So yun, top 3 use cases of crypto naman tayo. First use case ng crypto is digital payments, no? Ayun, yung cryptocurrencies can be used as a form of digital payment with faster and cheaper transactions compared to traditional fiat currencies. So yun, unlike traditional fiat currencies, kunyari mag cross-border payment ka, medyo paminsan malaki yung 'di ba? Yung exchange fees, forex exchange fees, and yung mga convenience fees as well. Unlike crypto, may certain percentage lang na need mong bayaran para makapag-transact ka. So ito yung first real Bitcoin transaction. So roughly 12 years ago, si Laszlo Hanyecz, or kung tama yung pronunciation ko, nagbayad siya ng 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 large pizzas, no? In what's now regarded as the first real na world Bitcoin transaction. So back then, 12 years ago, around $40 lang yung 10,000 Bitcoin, no? So right now, roughly nasa around $300 million na yung pinambayad niya dun sa dalawang pizza na yun. So kita naman natin, I'm not sure if face of regret ba yan or what, pero ayun, real world transaction via Bitcoin, no? So yun, use case number 2, which ayun, cryptocurrency as a store of value. So some cryptocurrency serves as a store of value similar to gold with added benefits ng decentralization and scarcity, no? So ayun, this is a simple chart comparing Bitcoin, fiat currencies, gold, and real estate as a store of value. So sinasabi dito na Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general has a high score as a store of value compared to fiat currencies, gold, and real estate. So ano lang siya, arbitrary scoring system. Ang pinaka red flag lang with cryptocurrencies or in general Bitcoin, no, is very volatile yung presyo niya. Halos nag-range ng 5 to 10% per day or 20% in a month. So malaki yung price volatility niya, unlike fiat currencies, gold, and real estate, no. So yun. Next use case is cryptocurrencies as an investment. So, cryptocurrencies can be bought and sold as an investment with the expectation na tataas yung value niya over time. So, this is an example, no, ng cryptocurrencies as an investment. So, let's say you bought Bitcoin nung market crash ng 2020. Nabili mo at around 5,000 USDT per Bitcoin. Then, nabenta mo around 60,000 USDT, no? So, nag-gain ka ng around 972% on that certain trade or on that certain investment. So let's say bumili ka ng around roughly 100,000 pesos worth, multiply mo siya around 900% or 1,000%. So magta-times siya, times 10, 'di ba? Magta-times 10. So yung 100k mo magiging around roughly 1M if I'm right, no? If tama yung math ko. So ayun lang din, yung volatility ng Bitcoin and crypto. Hindi ka din naman makakasigurado na if ever bumili ka, angat na siya forever and then hindi ka makaka-experience ng drawdown. So, yung crypto is inherently volatile and some crypto investors may experience long periods of drawdown, lalo na when they invested at the wrong period. So, hindi mo maiwasan yan. So, let's say, you're one of the traders or investors na bumili roughly at around 60,000 per Bitcoin, no? 60,000 USDT. So, may experience mo yung mga long drawdowns na, ayan, halos 47%, negative 63%. So, hindi ka din makakasigurado, di ba? And may mga periods of long drawdowns. Ayun, so yung other use cases ng crypto are the following, no? So, very simple lang siya. Firstly, decentralized finance. So, parang traditional finance lang, like may lending ka, may borrowing and trading, pero in cryptocurrency form, no? And applied siya with the blockchain technology. So next is yung remittances. So yung cryptos can be used for cross-border transaction. Like yung discuss kanina, pwede ka mag-send ng USDT, Bitcoin, or other cryptos cross-border. So for example, from Philippines to Singapore, Philippines to USA, mas mabilis na siya, cheaper na siya, and secure than traditional remittances. Next is yung privacy. So some cryptos such as Monero focus on privacy and offer users a high degree of anonymity compared to traditional financial transactions na kailangan mong i-discuss yung purpose mo per transaction, no? So next is yung smart contracts. So cryptocurrencies like Ethereum allows for the creation of smart contracts, which are self-executing contracts written directly into code. Ayun, take note lang na simplified summary lang yan ng main use cases ng crypto and should not be considered exhaustive or investment advice.